Okay guys, what's up? We about to do a video on one of the favorite shows I used to watch growing up, and I'm sure you guys remember it too, Yu-Gi-Oh! Now this is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Top 10, I think, iconic spell cards. Yeah. So, let's see what this got. Let's see what we got with the old school Yu-Gi, which is the
My
best
last
Yu-Gi-Oh!
card will be the magic card Multiply.
Of Orichalcos.
This card holds more power than all three Egyptian gods, and it's as old as time itself. The Seal of Orichalcos!
Once this field spell comes into play, losing is no longer an option. Used by Darts and his followers to resurrect the Great Leviathan, the Seal of Orichalcos is both powerful and extremely dangerous. Along with boosting the attack points of monsters by 500 points, this card also allows duelists to play up to 10 monsters, can't be destroyed by card effects, and worst of all, steals the soul of the losing duelist.
Rex Raptor and Weevil Underwood.
The Seal of Orichalcos is a terrifying spell card capable of corrupting anyone who uses it. Even someone as powerful as the Pharaoh was unable to resist the Seal's dark power.
Now I activate the Seal of Orichalcos!
Number 9, Change.
Now the thing with that card is that was like one of the later in the last seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I can't remember much on the last season of Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff, but I think I do have the Seal of Orichalcos card, like the actual card. Now, obviously, none of the cards is nowhere near as busted as it is in the game, but I think it's still a decent card. Now, I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Officially and stuff. I'm just saying from what I read, from what the card can do, it seems pretty decent. Now, with all the crazy stuff that Yu-Gi-Oh! Got now in the cards, in the actual dueling and stuff, that Seal of Orichalcos is nothing. None of the cards on here now, if all this is from the original Yu-Gi-Oh!, which I think it is, none of this stuff even is nowhere near broken even in the anime now when it compares to all the new stuff they got in the anime and the games and stuff. It just got completely out of control, to my opinion. But either way, it's still an amazing card. That's all I remember from it. Now the rest of these though is iconic. Change of Hearts, mwah. It was an amazing card. Every starter deck had one, because it was able to switch a card, switch a monster and all. But let's just get on to it.
Change of Heart.
The Change of Heart.
Bakura.
Change of Heart? Isn't that Bakura's favorite card?
This spell card's power is so broken that it's been banned for use in real life. Once activated,
Yeah,
Change of
it
Heart
was a
allows the
broken
player
card.
to take control of an enemy monster until the end of the turn.
Right.
While it is not the only monster controlling card in the game, there is a major difference that sets it apart from the others.
I'm afraid not, Kaiba! Reveal my face down card! Change of Heart! No!
While similar cards require
Change of Hearts was so broken of a card. Now there's so many cards that can do what Change of Heart do. I don't know if it still is broken, but Change of Hearts was so broken, even in the game, the actual card game and stuff. Because it's like, keep in mind during this point, you didn't even need to sacrifice, at least as much as I know. I don't know much about the actual game, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Back then, especially the setup when the creator made Yu-Gi-Oh! Rest in peace to him. He didn't make it to be an actual card game. They didn't do that until later. But when the show was going on and the manga was going on, like I said, it was set more on D&D, not really Magic the Gathering, D&D and some other types of games. It was set more like a role-playing game and kind of like doing whatever type that just what makes sense. That's why people say like Yugi is the most hacks player. And even in just in general, Yugi is a broken character, which he is. He absolutely is. But still, it's an amazing card. It's
cost to
broken.
use. Change of Heart allows the player to control almost any monster with no strings attached.
Speaking of your defeat, I activate the magic card Change of Heart.
Even powerful spellcasters like Yugi's Dark Magician cannot resist this card's effect.
Right.
Number 8,
Every true duelist
Scapegoat.
has it.
Activate the magic card Scapegoat.
There's a lot
After
to it, but
making
it
its
wasn't really
debut
that
during the
impressive to me.
Battle City Tournament arc, Scapegoat quickly became one of Joey Wheeler's signature cards.
He used it a lot.
When activated, Scapegoat allows the player to special summon 4 sheep tokens in defense position.
I reveal my Scapegoat magic card to protect me.
Along with serving as a defensive wall against enemy monsters, Scapegoat can also be used in combination with monsters like Panther Warrior, which require tributing another monster to attack.
Ready for a taste of your own medicine? I'll sacrifice one scapegoat to jumpstart my panda and attack your guild guard.
Furthermore, as a quick play spell card, Scapegoat can be activated during the opposing player's turn. An effect which also helps Joey to escape from a number of dicey situations. Then Toon World.
Oh my god.
Welcome, Kaiba.
One of the most
to
broken
Toon
cards
World.
ever.
Cartoons have never been more terrifying thanks to this spell card. As the favorite card of Maximilian Pegasus, Toon World is the key behind his Toon Monster's insane
Fun fact, did y'all know in the manga, Pegasus actually died? They let him live in the anime, but in the manga, he actually died. Which, I mean, it makes sense. Toon World is so broken, it literally makes the power of Toons for Yu-Gi-Oh! And just put it to, and just added an extra 1 to it. Well, I wouldn't say that. It literally put what Toons could do to a different standard for Yu-Gi-Oh! When it comes to the monsters. Because everything we know Bugs Bunny and them can do, Toon World monsters can do that. And attack people life points directly in the actual game can do that, but to do that, I think you need to sacrifice 500 life points or something. Another card I got. Toon World is a broken card in real game to me. Now I don't know how much that is now, but to me, like I said, it is. I don't know much about it at this point. I just collect the cards, but yeah, Toon World was broken. It was so broken. Oh my
power.
god.
While this
Pegasus,
card
he was
normally
unfair
requires
having that
life
card.
points to activate, this does not apply during the Duelist Kingdom arc. As a result, Pegasus is able to make full use of Toon World's abilities without sacrificing any life points.
Meet the new and improved Blue Eyes Toon Dragon.
This includes turning monsters into toons, such as Blue Eyes White Dragon and Summon Skull. Not only are these wacky monsters able to dodge attacks and counterattack without being destroyed, they can
Right.
also retreat within the pages of Toon World, preventing other monsters from attacking them.
No
So
card in your
unfair.
deck is strong enough. My Toon monsters can't be beaten by sheer brute force.
Number 6, Ragnarok.
I activate my Ragnarok card!
Now!
Number 5, Swords of Revealing Light.
A magic card. Swords of Revealing Light!
When the odds
my
of
God,
victory
another
are
amazing
slim in a
card.
duel, there is no better card to have in your hand than Swords of Revealing
Swords of
Light.
Revealing Light is broken
As its
too.
name
You
suggests,
can use that
this
a lot.
magic card summons Swords of Light, which flips all face-down enemy monsters face up and prevents them from attacking for 3 turns.
Ready, Panic? Here it is. The Swords of Revealing Light!
This card is ideal for helping players stall for time and hopefully draw the necessary cards needed for a comeback. While mostly used by Yugi and the Pharaoh, other duelists have also taken advantage of this card's power. Did we mention that it also appears during the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime?
魔法カード光の極意を引いた
Talk about a blast from the past. Number 4, Enemy Controller.
I've got plenty more planned, like this one! Reveal face down card, enemy controller!
That's a broken card too.
Although its effects may differ somewhat from its real-life counterparts,
It
Enemy
does.
Controller is one of the most useful spell cards in Kaiba's deck.
Notice
Enemy-
it looks like a
Controller, act!
Counterparts, Enemy Controller
Notice how it looks like the old school controllers of the Sega and Nintendo. Really more Nintendo to me, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Nintendo and all that. Just old school. Certain people at a certain age will know about it, but yeah, if you know, you know.
is one of the most
The
useful
ABC.
spell cards in Kaiba's deck.
Enemy controller, activate! Left, right, A, B!
For the price of 1,000 life points, the player can input one of 2 command codes, each with their own effect. The first code allows the player to take control of an enemy monster until the end of the turn. If the player chooses to input the second code, they can destroy a monster instead.
Here's how it works. I drop 1,000 life points to take control of one of your monsters.
When you factor in the card's ability to be used during an opponent's turn, it has the power to instantly change the flow of a duel to the controller's favor.
Say goodbye to your blue eyes!
3. Monster Reborn.
It's time to finish this duel with Reborn the monster!
Oh no!
The effect of the spell card Monster Reborn is one of the most powerful in the entire game. By using this card, the player can
I think they banned Monster Reborn in actual legit tournaments and stuff, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they did. And I think it's still banned, even though there are monsters now that can do the same thing. But Monster Reborn is so broken. Oh my god.
summon a monster from their graveyard or even from their opponents without having to pay any sort of fee.
And now my Dark Magician will return! Monster Reborn!
This card can even be used to temporarily resurrect the Egyptian gods, which return to the graveyard at the end of the turn.
So I played Monster Reborn! I used it to revive Slifer!
Monster Reborn is so popular that it is used both by heroes and villains alike, and appears throughout the many anime series and films of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise.
One more turn. That's all I need in order to activate my Monster Reborn card. I'm sure you're aware of what happens after that.
Number 2, Polymerization.
And now, with the magic of my...
Just side note, right quick. Just side note. I love the design of polymerization in the beginning. Now, I know there's like 5,000 different polymerizations, but I just love the OG design of polymerization. It just looked cool to me. It just looks cool. The new one, okay, cool. It's a little more simple, but the old one just looked more bang.
Polymerization card, I'll combine Joey's Red Eyes with my Summoned Skull.
From Duel Monsters to Arc 5 and beyond, fusion monsters remain among some of the strongest creatures in the game. However, their existence would not be possible without the power of polymerization. With this spell card, players can fuse 2 or more monsters to special summon an even more powerful one in their place.
And I have just the card to unite them! Polymerization! Join Avian and Burstinatrix!
With the ability to fusion summon powerhouses like Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, as well as several elemental heroes, Polymerization is one of the franchise's most iconic cards and is responsible for creating some of the most memorable monsters in the franchise.
Now I create a duel monster without peer, with attack force so great that no monster can stand against.
Number 1, Pot of Greed.
This could be exactly what I needed! Now I activate Pot of Greed, which lets me draw 2 cards. I just hope these 2 cards can help me out.
Who knew that a spell card that simply lets you draw 2 cards from your deck could have such an impact on the franchise? Over the years, Pot of Greed has become one of the most recognized cards in the anime and is used by almost every major hero and villain.
I'll play this, my Pot of Greed. A magic card that allows me to draw 2 more cards from my deck.
By drawing this card, it greatly increases one's chances of victory, especially when controlling a monster like Slifer the Sky Dragon.
Observe my face down card, Pot of Greed! Thanks to the effect of this magic card, I can now draw 2 more cards from my deck. And you know what that means.
The fact that most duelists in the anime constantly explain this card's effect with every use, despite its simplicity, has also inspired a popular meme within the Yu-Gi-Oh! Fandom. Despite its simplicity, has also inspired a popular meme within the Yu-Gi-Oh! Fandom, further adding to its notoriety.
Well, what do you know, Aster? Pot of Greed. I'll draw 2.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent
Man, guys, that just takes me back. Some of those cards, as I said, are still kind of broken to me, but let me know in the comment down below. Also, if you're a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! And definitely for y'all that know more about Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff, tell me what is your favorite spell card or just what is considered now to be broken spell cards in the current game, or if you're still watching Yu-Gi-Oh! In the anime. So let